Backstage, day number 2 at Rock on the Range, and I am joined by nobody right now, but this is Chris from the band Suicide Silence. Now, you guys are playing Rock on the Range. Is this your first time here?
First time here, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of people's first chance to see the band Suicide Silence here at Rock on the Range today.
Yeah, anytime we have an opportunity to play in front of new people, you know, it's always exciting.
How are these festivals for you guys? I mean, you have the chance to play with a lot of different bands that maybe you wouldn't play with otherwise.
Yeah, it's a trip, like to play in front of so many fucking people. You know, it's just like it's still exciting. It's cool.
You guys are sort of on the same bill as Metallica. That's got to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we all tripped out. We're like, we're on that day. Holy fuck! Like, it's still like it's not real yet, and it's not. Even when it happens, it won't seem real.
I mean, you guys are from California, so I got to assume that Metallica is a huge influence on. I mean, obviously they're a huge influence on everybody, but for guys coming out of California, I mean, that's where they started. That's where the thrash scene got going, and you guys grew up on that stuff.
Yeah, we grew up on them. We grew up on Korn, so to be on that kind of same festival, you know, it's you got the wide spectrum, you know, of influences and what inspires us. So pretty fucking cool.
Do you have a chance when you play festivals like this to go out and be a fan and watch, say, Korn playing tonight? Will you have a chance to check them out?
Oh, absolutely. When the set times don't overlap, you know, we're out there in the crowd, you know. So
you've got a new album out. It is a self-titled album. Came out within the past year or so. Bit of a departure for the band. What made you guys decide to kind of go not entirely in a new direction, but change things up a little bit?
It was time. This time we had the tools to do what we wanted. You know, ever since our first record, the Cleansing, we've been always doing what we wanted to do. And yeah, this record is no different from that, you know. But what separates that from this record is that we really were like, now we're aware that we're really gonna go for it, you know, which is a Suicide Silence way, you know. That's what deathcore is, you know, because when our first record came out, there was no deathcore. There was no like, so that was us playing we wanted to play. I remember people telling me back home like, oh, you can't combine grooves and blast beats. I remember friends telling me that, like, dude, you can't do that. I'm like, and me being like, huh?
Right.
It made no sense because I'm just playing what I want to play. So we're back to that, and we're back to just playing what we want to play.
Is it weird? I mean, you put out an album and fans start kind of questioning what you're doing. Is it frustrating that they don't allow you to kind of progress? They don't allow you to change and to grow?
No, it's all good, man. You know, me personally, I'm just grateful that they're listening and they still give a fuck. You know, I'm grateful that they're still around, and it's. Even for me personally, and I'm in that band, I was in the record, you know, it takes time to really process it, you know, it takes time for it to soak in, and luckily I'm in a band that's very patient and we're very persistent, you know, that's the way we've been since day one, you know, and it got us here. So we're gonna just keep doing what we do, and we're grateful for the fans that are listening and still care. Thank you.
And as an artist, I mean, you want to change things up. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, after a while it doesn't seem new. It feels like you're just going in and doing things over and over again. So you've got to make a change at some point.
You got to make a change, and people pay hard-earned fucking money to watch a band perform, you know. And knowing that, you know, as being on this side, I want to make sure that our shit's on point, so they get their money's worth, you know. And in order to do that, you gotta play from the heart. You gotta play from your whole being. And the only way to do that is to play music that you want to play, right. You know. And maybe some people may not be able to tell, but I can tell when I see a band and they're not feeling it. I can see it, I can hear it, I can fucking smell it. You know, it's like they're not feeling it, you know. And to me, that's kind of phony. You know, that's right. Put it on an act. And it's funny, people will probably see us and say, well, they're putting on an act, but we're not. Right. You want to see acts, see all the bands around us, you know. I mean, you guys pay harder money for a record, see a band, we're going to make sure that we're on point when you see us, you know. So, and in order to do that, we had to change, you know. We don't want to put on an act for people that are paying money to see us, you know. That's a ripoff to the fans and the rip off on us, you know, and everything that the fans have sacrificed to be fans of us, and everything that we sacrificed to be a part of the band. Right. You know, you got to change.
Now you guys are playing Rock on the Range, and you're going to be playing for a lot of fans that may have never heard of you guys. You're walking out in front of fans who maybe don't like what you guys do. Is it tough playing a festival, walking out in front of all those fans who are they're here to see everything, and they don't? You're not sure what they're going to react, what their reaction's going to be.
Oh, it's all good, man. I treat every show pretty much the same. You know, if it's 5 people, 5,000 people, it's the same to me. You know, I'm gonna fucking destroy. You know, we played a show in Reno, and that's not really a big market for us. Well, I get metal in general, and I didn't care. I did the same thing I did when I played a massive festival. I went up there, I broke all my shit. I played from the heart, and I'm gonna do it here. So it's all good.
You guys are playing the second stage here in just a little bit. Chris from Suicide Silence, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you for listening, and see you guys out there.